Hi. Loud in the headphones. Hi. Welcome to, which one is this? Pick Central. Pick Central, our daily gambling show here on Barstool Sports. You okay, big guy?
Yeah, there's a little cough after a cheese curd.
You haven't had a good cough in a while. You know, we had about a 6-month period there where you coughed every show.
Oh, I mean, I've been doing a good job hiding from the mic.
Good.
I think I need an inhaler. I think it's about time.
About time for an inhaler. Don't you inhale every day?
Yeah, but I need to inhale stuff that isn't weed smoke. I just in like Jersey air.
You all right, Smitty?
Yeah, that was a good one.
You know, you have a mic in front of you. You just
I know.
burped into the mic.
I didn't burp. That was a
Okay.
that was a good old man joke. Don't you inhale every day?
Oh, I thought you actually burped.
Yeah, you're working hard or hardly working? Brandon Walker.
Get to that one later. He's a weed smoker. It's fine. It's whatever. You don't like my dad jokes. You're a dad yourself.
I love your dad jokes, Brandon Walker.
I don't think you do.
Come on.
Ben Mintz.
How are we doing today, Brandon?
Doing great. Today is a special. Smitty, it's broken. It's broken. You try it every day, and it doesn't work. And there sits beside you. There are 3 other chairs with perfectly working mics, and you sit there every fucking day.
It's a brand. I can't sit. Skell sit over there. Or have sat there in those seats.
Also, for the
Skell sat there.
Nobody wants to sit by me ever on the show. I mean, it's hilarious. It's like a line of people on the left, whoever can get those seats. It's a ghost town over here.
Mush is here.
Mush's Mott's curds are here. That's what we got. The Barstool Bites are representing Mush.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Probably give out better picks than Mush ever would, right? Brandon Walker. Seriously, it probably would.
No, yeah, no, you're right. Ben Mintz.
Doing good.
I didn't ask.
Didn't ask how you're doing.
I just said Ben Mintz. How you doing?
I'm good, Brandon. How are you?
Good. Today is an anniversary for you.
Yeah, I had one of the funniest. I mean, I've had a lot of weird things happen to me in my life that I've probably caused by being very loud and energetic. But 4 years ago, I was calling a Louisiana high school football playoff game in a place called the Pit in South Louisiana. And, I mean, it was like stick to South Louisiana, super Cajun country at a place called Santa Mont. And we've got the clip. I get so excited on a touchdown run by the high school airline that I was pulling for on the road that I turned it up to 100, and an old Cajun man walks up to me in the second floor of the press box and just slaps the crap out of my shoulder. Luckily, he didn't hit me in the face. But it's while I'm on the air, and y'all are going to hear it in a second. My voice goes from like a 50 to pumped till I'm so flustered and so confused. And then my radio mic is hot, and you hear him screaming at me. So hope y'all enjoy.
A little bit louder.
4 yards in 2 games for the Viking star senior receiver. And your new score, it's Airline 27, St. Amant 13 with 2:51 left in the third quarter on an amazing run by Kobe McGee.
Hey, if y'all can't keep the noise down up here stomping, I'm going to get y'all out of here.
Your new score, Airline. He already slapped me. Airline 27, so I'm flustered. St. Amant 13. Airline Tinkus kicker.
All the way down to the bottom. I don't care if you're on the radio or not.
Tinkus now on the field, on the field to kick the extra point for the Vikings. Kick is up. Kick is good. Your new score. Oh, he's still going.
I don't care what you say.
Understand.
Quit your stomping.
Airline 28 now leading. It's 28-13. We're going to take a 60-second timeout. Your new score, Airline 28-13 over St. Amant. Listen to Airline Vikings playoff football, 100.7 FM the ticket.
Wait, so first of all, you could have recorded that an hour ago, and it would have been believable.
Correct, yeah. Well, I don't know how good of a Cajun man we would have had in here.
That's true. Well, second, you sound exactly the same. Mm-hmm. I love the fact that you go about your daily life like you're calling at high school.
Eat your heart out, Gus Johnson.
Football game. Second of all, where were you recording?
So we're in the second floor of this little crappy press box because there's nothing like high school media on the road to get put in somewhere just like back corner away from everyone.
But you're in the press box.
Yeah, so I'm in the second floor of the press box, and a couple of our assistants were jumping up and down stomping too.
But wait, a press box in high school isn't what you
it's a shack.
It's not a press
shack.
box. It's a shack, and it's not. There's not other. He's probably the only press in there. There's hometown guys in there running the clock. There's guys that just like to paint the football field. There's just old men that like to hang around the high school.
I know, but still,
the press box isn't sacred. What's your beef here?
my beef is he's just doing his job announcing on the radio.
Oh, yeah,
And
this
this
old-
old Cajun man,
this old
you
man-
get his panties in a
Oh,
twist.
well, we're going to hear it at least 7 more times. I do want to hear it one more time. Shout out Kobe McGee wherever he is.
Oh yeah, Northwestern State, man.
Is he really?
Oh yeah, he
for
gave,
him.
yeah he
college ball.
on his signing day he thanked me at the end.
It's
It made a
really
lot
weird
of-
because I covered high school football in Louisiana one season in 2007. I covered Franklinton High School and Bogalusa High School way back in the day, and there were 30% of the players were named McGee. I don't know why there's so many McGees.
There's a lot of
in Louisiana.
McGee's in Mississippi too.
There's a whole lot of McGee. I covered 3 guys that went to LSU. 2 of them were named McGee. All right, can I hear that clip one more time?
4th playoff touchdown of over 54 yards in 2 games.
When's the
for
slap
the
happen?
Viking star senior
It's right
receiver
after
and your new
some hyped
score.
up,
It's Airline 27.
and then I get flustered.
St. Amant 13 with 2:51 left in the 3rd quarter on an amazing run by Kobe McGee.
Hey, if y'all
It's
can't
right now.
keep the
He,
noise
like,
down
hit
up
me
here
and he's talking.
stomping, I'm gonna get y'all out of here.
Out of here.
New score. Airline
Now I'm flustered.
Airline
For
27.
that Coach O in
I
him.
don't care who
St. Amant 13. Airline Tinkus kicker.
all the way down to the bottom.
Out of here.
I don't care if you're on the radio or not.
Tinkus now on the field on the field to kick the extra point for the Vikings. Kick is up. Kick is good. Your new score.
I don't care what you say.
I'm trying to calm the guy down.
Oh, so he
Airline
said
28.
stomping. So you weren't the one stomping.
No,
that
the
was-
coaches, no, our airline assistants were up there.
We're taking a 60-second
Okay, all right,
timeout.
all right.
Your new score, Airline 28-13 over St. Amant. Listen,
you-
Airline Vikings playoff football 100.7.
You've been at Barstool for over a year now, right?
Yeah, this was 4 years ago.
The fact that this took over a year to surface makes
Right.
me question a lot.
Well, no, I was saving it for the anniversary for the blog, so I could get a good blog out of it today.
Well, I don't think. I think.
people really waiting for that
That blog?
high school football.
I think.
miss
I
high
love
school.
it.
I love high school. I
I
miss
do
it
too.
I would go cover high school football tomorrow if it paid
more than.
more than here.
Do you ever have any high school or college announcing?
Yeah. I did high school radio too.
You did high school?
Yeah.
Big,
Dude, I miss the
Big
high
Av's is
school.
basically still in high school.
People laugh like I love this job and I'm so lucky, but I miss calling
It's
high
fun.
school Fridays.
It's fun
Oh, I
because
miss
you
it
can
so
basically-
bad.
You can basically say or do whatever you want.
Yeah, it is fun. So my hometown has a guy that's been doing it for 60 years, literally 60 years, and he got sick 1 year, 2 years, and I replaced him for 2 years, and I was the voice, and it's so fun. It's so like high school football is. I don't know. It's the one thing I miss up here, just being able to go on Friday night to a game. That's like the most important thing in that little town.
Go to Jersey. Fine.
Because you're in a spot like the
Yeah.
parochial jersey is very like that's
Well,
as close as you're gonna get in the Northeast.
I'm close to Bergen Catholic, but I
Like
I
all
have-
those schools are very like big. They got a lot of D1 players come out of those.
Yeah, the
schools
Bergen
and-
Catholic has a Notre Dame commit as their quarterback right now. So I just haven't gone. I really should. But.
It is different when you're not like you being in Mississippi, maybe in Louisiana. Like you grow up around it, and so you have all the relationships, the fans, the towns, and stuff. And so even if it's like awesome football up here, it's not the same because the relationship.
All right, we're gonna move on. But
Yeah.
how old was that guy?
He was like late 50s. I mean, I was in the pit. This stadium was called the Pit. It was real famous, and I mean, everybody was just very drunk, and it was rowdy.
We have
And I've got the pic from the field. I'm sending it to you.
there's a stadium or there's a field in Mississippi right outside Tupelo called the Hole. It's called the Hole. That's
Love
a good
that.
one. There's one in Laurel called Between the Bricks where all the stands are bricks.
That's awesome.
That's interesting. The best high school football stadium I ever seen, and I don't really like the ones in Texas, which are million.
They don't have
dollars.
character. They're just like
Right.
they're just like oil money.
But in Bristol, Tennessee, or Virginia, I don't know which side of the line it's on. Bristol is separated by the state line. There's a high school field called the Kingdom, and the outside of it is a castle walls, and they're the knights, and you have to walk through like a castle walls to get to the field. It's pretty impressive. Bristol, Tennessee, Bristol, Virginia, something like that. Anyway, that was a fun little diversion as we got through that.
The other thing that was funny was today was 15 or 14 years ago today, Ewell Monroe beat Nick Saban in Alabama. Saban's first year at Bama, and after the game, that's Kobe McGee on my left and the old airline quarterback on the field. I'm certainly not thin now, but I was fatter then. I definitely would say that's 4 years ago. But also Nick Saban comparing losing to Ewell Monroe at Alabama to Pearl Harbor in the post-game press conference was 14 years ago.
You know what else I like about that picture? It was a playoff game, right?
Oh, yeah.
Which tells me it was in November or early December, right?
And I'm rocking the shorts.
You're all wearing just shorts, just chilling.
South Louisiana.
South is nice, man.
South is nice in the winter.
God,
Yeah.
South Louisiana especially.
One last thing about high school football in Louisiana. I think it's the best state to be a media guy because the food at Louisiana high schools is different than everybody. You can get gumbo and jambalaya at a concession stand at a Louisiana high school game.
Oh yeah, and the
which is
tailgate.
crazy.
Oh, all the parents start tailgating at like 1 p.m. and just getting hammered like for all day for the
That's
games.
incredible.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's incredible.
Oh, they love it. It's great.
All right, Smitty, what's going on with you?
Oh, you're looking at it.
Just chilling, just
I guess.
Propping that mic up.
Yeah.
yeah.
Do what we have to do to survive.
You're not mad. You know what? I went to the Knicks game last night.
We saw.
Oh, I did see that.
Yeah.
How'd you see that? I didn't put it out.
Nick
I
Tarani
think
put it
Nick-
out.
Oh, that's
put it
right.
out.
Yeah. We went to the Knicks game, which prompts my question before we get into everything else. What is the best and worst sport to watch in person? I think the worst far and away is an NFL game. I think an NFL game is
Talking to the 4 major, obviously.
the 4 major.
Yes.
Yeah, the 4 major pro sports. I think NFL's the worst because it's always a hassle getting in there. There's so many people, and it just drags and drags and drags.
Hockey's the best for me.
I haven't been to hockey. I when I come down to the best, I come between baseball and basketball. But that's what I want to ask. I've always heard that watching hockey on TV and watching hockey in person, not even close.
way
Not
better
even
to the
close.
same experience.
Way
Not
better.
even close. Yeah, hockey's just fun. Just the action never stops.
But do you have to get like right down near the glass for it to be great, or just anywhere?
Well,
in there?
especially, it's cool when you're up against the glass.
Yeah.
By far. But baseball, I love going to games because not only it's summer and it's more of a social event, but I know baseball. I know the strategy. It's interesting to me. I could see it being boring as well shit to others.
I think it's boring on TV, but when you're there, you don't mind that it goes long. You're there, you can talk. You're there, you're in the sunshine. It's outside,
It's
or
social.
it's a social. Yeah, I think baseball is a nice leisurely thing to do. Basketball is good because it's over in 2 hours.
Yeah,
It's like going to a movie.
NFL, I think, would have to depend on your level of tailgate.
I think
That's gonna say that NFL just brings the best like experience like all day kind of thing.
I'll say when you go to NBA, it makes you, especially if you're close to the floor, you appreciate it so much more. Because when you watch NBA on TV, these guys are so athletic, it looks like they're not even trying because they're so big and so fast. But when you're like down on the floor, it's one of the damnedest things you've ever seen. And then the NFL, I know what Brandon's saying because it is kind of corporate, but at least it's sped up compared to college. Like college has way better atmospheres in the packed stadiums, but college has the awful 7-minute TV timeouts all the time. And the long halves. NFL is at least only a 12-minute half, but I mean, I think I just love going to NFL because the Superdome.
I would say basketball is the only one of the 4 where you really need to be up close to have a good time. Like if you're in the nosebleeds basketball, it's
Yeah.
kind of like
Yeah.
Especially stadiums like the Barclays where it's like climbing a fucking pyramid to get up there. I'm surprised that there's not an injury. every single game.
I completely agree with that. I've been to, back when I was first going to games and I was really poor, and we went to Memphis games, the Grizzlies. I was at the very top.
I
and
used to do the same thing.
That's just not a great experience.
It's just like watching on TV.
It's just not a great experience. But when you get close, the second you get close and you see how tall these guys really are and what they're really doing, it changes the experience. And baseball, I think you can be far away in baseball.
Oh
too.
yeah.
The field's
Yeah,
so
big
big. The
time.
field's so big. Same with football. Have y'all ever I went to the Final Four once and was at the very top. And man, basketball's only 94-foot floor. It's like watching little dots run around when you're like the top of one of those domes for the Final Four.
Baseball, it is fun watching behind the plate though.
All right, so yesterday we did this. I think we're going to do it today. Smitty, you weren't here, and it was delightful. But yesterday we opened up the
I
phone
watched
lines.
the show. Don't worry.
Did you think it was good?
I'm a church fan. I'm going to church.
Preach.
Hallelujah.
If that motherfucker calls in today,
I love that guy.
646-291-2437.
He wants to fight me,
Yeah.
but we just like each
I was thinking about pulling the call in, but you had a good selection of callers there.
We had good callers yesterday. Let's hope we have them today because we're opening up the phone lines. We're going to discuss calls, picks. We're going to discuss sports, whatever you want to discuss. We got a full slate of NFL tonight, or starting tonight. We have the Patriots and the Falcons. We have college football. We'll go over some lines. I'll let the phone lines fill up, 646-291-2437 or 888-STOOL22. Call in right now. I'll get to you in about 5 to 10 minutes. Okay. Hit ad number 1, Ben Mintz.
Let's do it.
I'm just all corded up here.
Let's talk about bare bottom. This is the season where it's all about comfortability. It's cold outside. You want some stretchy clothes that feel good. And Bare Bottom is on a mission to make the most comfortable, made-to-last menswear around while giving back to the communities where their clothing is made. Stock your closet with comfort without paying the insane markups you see at the other online and big box brands. You can feel good wearing your Bare Bottoms because for every item you purchase, a nutritious school meal is donated to a child in need. Everything is built for value. You're getting the softest and stretchiest clothes in the game for a great deal while doing good in the process. For a limited time, Bare Bottom is giving you an incredibly soft tech tee or natural dye tee for free when you spend $150. You can also get 10% off your first order by going to barebottom.clothing.com/picks. That's BEAR like the animal, bottomclothing.com/picks.
So it starts tonight with the Patriots and Falcons, and I'm going to be honest, I never have a handle on when the NFL is going to turn on you. Like right when it starts looking easy for a team and right when a team seems like it bottoms out, which is what we're facing now. The Patriots are coming off a blowout win. The Falcons are coming off a blowout loss, and neither of those results matter at all when it comes to tonight. I feel like the Falcons could be the play tonight. Nothing they've shown lately shows that, but the NFL is so fucked up. Is it my hunch bad?
I'm on the same thing.
Yeah, I feel like the Falcons should be in this game, but it could be a contest where the Falcons are leading in the fourth quarter and lose by 8.
Well, that would be devastating. I don't like that. You put that in the universe just now.
That's the Falcons, though.
It is the Falcons.
That's the Falcons.
It is the Falcons. Boy, they wouldn't blow a lead against the Patriots again, though, would they? That would be depressing. I don't know. I don't know. The NFL is just wacky and wild, and every time you think you've got it figured out, you look on paper, this is a Hammer Patriot situation.
It's almost like any team can beat anybody else.
It is almost like that.
Short week,
Sunday.
Thursday nights, wonky a little bit. I also think, New England's playing awesome. I'm not denying it, but they're not really. They're kind of more of an outdoor team a little bit. Like I feel like Atlanta at home can be a little sketchy in these dome games.
What do you think? You've been quiet.
It's weird for me because like anyone who's heard me talk NFL gambling this whole year, like it would just be like easy, like Falcons +7. I don't know. I'm just drinking the Patriots Kool-Aid so much that I want to just lay it. Like it's just like I'm willing to die on that. So I know it's going to be crazy public. I know all that. I think I might be willing to die on that shield, on that sword.
It could be a Falcons game and the Patriots still cover.
I just think they're just so much better.
It could be that, but I don't think you go into it thinking like that.
I just love the way they've been running the ball and playing defense. Like that goes anywhere. That goes anywhere.
I'll tell you what I do like, and me being almost a 50 burger down in NFL this year kind of will show it. The under 47.
I don't hate that.
I have chased Patriots unders like 3 times, and they've gone over every time. I've been wrong on totals with the Patriots so much this year, I can't even think about this total.
Well, they've had these weird, like they scored 50 against the fucking Jets. They scored 45 last week themselves.
But I think the Falcons' best hope at winning this game is kind of a higher scoring game, right? I don't think they're gonna be the team that holds New England in a 13-10 game. Doesn't feel like that anyway. They got to be able to get out there and score 30 points and hope it's enough.
The Cordarrelle Patterson game time decision with an ankle injury tonight. Atlanta, especially without Calvin Ridley, they need him out there to make some plays bad because it's kind of gotten down to him and Kyle Pitts are the only really good playmakers they have left.
Cordarrelle Patterson, probably the weirdest player in the history of the NFL to me. He's been in the league for, 8 years?
And he's just now figured it.
Right.
Atlanta's the first team to figure out how to use it right.
He was a first-round pick, I believe.
Yeah,
he was out of
Vikings.
He was out of Tennessee, and even in Tennessee, he was an okay receiver, but he was a great kick returner.
And he can fly.
He's always good with the ball in his hands. He has the body of a receiver and the ability of a running back. It's one of the weirder things I've ever seen. But
they were using Percy Harvin for a little bit like that.
Yeah, but Percy Harvin is small. This guy's big. This guy is a big receiver. And we don't see a big receiver used like that very often. Anyway.
It's about time.
It is about time, Big F. It's about time.
Why not?
646-291-2437. You guys want to dive into some calls? Say yes.
What the hell? Why not?
Sure. They were good yesterday.
A quick tease, a very enlightening dozen match tonight, correct, Brandon Walker? No spoilers, of course, but...
Tonight, the dozen, 7 o'clock Eastern, we have got the Uptown Balls against the Experts. Uptown Balls against the Experts. It is a very good match. It's a very well-played match between two teams that respect each other a lot. Is that right?
No tomfoolery whatsoever.
I can't wait to watch this now. I was waiting on bated breath on the phone a friend.
Billy is calling in. Hello, Billy.
Hey, Brandon, 2 days in a row. I'm the first call. I'm liking this.
Okay, well, I wouldn't have...
I called yesterday about Notre Dame in the playoffs. Today I'm going to call about Alabama in the playoffs. I have a question for you specifically.
Yep.
I know you're kind of like holding your breath on Clemson this year and having them turn around. So my question is, what part of Alabama? Why is Alabama different to where you don't feel the same as to where they could just flip the switch and just, even with a loss to Georgia, if they play them close at the end of the year, what makes you think that they still won't get in with the second loss?
Okay, if there's just pure the bottom falls out chaos, maybe that potential exists. As long as that doesn't happen, I don't think Alabama gets in with a second loss, because if they get a second loss, and can somebody mute Billy? If they get a second loss, people are going to start looking at their record and looking at their wins. And if Ole Miss loses again, their best win is Ole Miss. Ole Miss is currently number 10, number 12, somewhere around there. If Ole Miss is like number 16 and then Mississippi State's number 19, if all these things, they don't really have a beautiful win on their resume right now. And they have the 2-point win against Florida, who's awful. They have the 6-point win against LSU, who's awful. They have the loss to A&M, who that's not aging very well at all either.
The Auburn win's not going to look as good.
The Auburn win's not going to look as good. They're not going to have a marquee win, and they will have lost the 2 tough games they would have played if they lose to Georgia. So what will they have to put by their name to say this is why we belong in? They will only have the name Alabama, and that's not enough.
I agree. I just hypothetically, I was just thinking of like a high-scoring game in the SEC championship to where it's like a 50-48 game. Or
what in the world? What in the world out of these two teams tells you that's
Did
possible?
you watch the Alabama LSU
My
game?
point is it's Alabama, and it still could happen. You know what I mean?
But it can't. But your reasoning is because it's Alabama. It can't. They scored 31 against Florida. They scored 20 against LSU. They're going to go up against the best defense in the last 10 years, and they're going to score 40 against Georgia. That's just – I know it's Alabama.
You really don't think that Alabama is just going to flip that switch?
I can't. Every argument that Alabama or people want to say about Alabama is just based on the word Alabama. They don't actually give you anything, because look at the evidence on the field. It's not there to support what you're saying. Oh, it's Alabama.
Roll Tide.
Doesn't matter.
The only thing I would say is
Shut up.
I think they definitely have the ability to play Georgia close. And I would say never underestimate the committee's ability to fellatio Alabama. That's all I'll say.
I don't know that that's necessarily true. Like, they've been – every time we think they've fellatioed Alabama, it's always been because they pretty much belong there.
But they have the fact that they've been number 2 this whole time, they have been essentially the whole season.
Them being number 2 is weird. I
That's
agree
what I'm
with
saying. They're fellatioing them all season. Like, they lost and they somehow were just
But
number 2.
I think that speaks to really to more of college football right now, the lack of a clear number 2.
That's fair. No, that's fair.
Like you,
Say-
I just
Okay.
still believe there is a scenario where they lose a close game to Georgia and they just slap them number 3.
you know what helped Alabama get to number 2 is the fact that the real number 2, Ohio State, couldn't be there because they had to be behind Oregon.
Exactly.
So
Conjecture, obviously, but Alabama beats Texas A&M. They're both in, correct? Georgia and
Yes.
Alabama, if they're both undefeated.
I think.
I would agree. Yes,
Okay.
yes. I think if we got to this point right now and they were both undefeated,
Yes.
I think one would be number 1, one would be number 4,
Exactly.
or actually number
One
3.
would be 3, yeah.
Excuse me.
How concerned are you, Brandon, that in this Bama-Georgia game, Georgia's quarterback play could screw them?
I'm slightly concerned. I don't know that Stetson Bennett, but Stetson Bennett has answered the call
No,
every
yeah,
single
he's been
time.
efficient. He's not
So-
making mistakes.
I've
really.
been thinking about this a lot the last week. Like, it would be so crazy if they, because I think I don't care what Stetson Bennett's done this year. I think J.C. Daniels is a better quarterback.
Right.
Period.
Yeah.
And it would be wild if Kirby lose another national title with having a clear better quarterback on his roster.
But here's the thing:
than the one he's playing.
What's Georgia have? Good offensive line, good running backs, okay quarterback. Texas A&M put 41 up on Alabama with that exact same scenario. Good running backs, good offensive line, shaky quarterback. So if they could do it, why couldn't Georgia?
No, that's fair. No, I'm not saying they're not going to. I'm just saying, like, if it happened, I'm going to be like, wow, like Kirby's going to be sitting there if it happened, another time with having a clear, in my opinion, better quarterback.
All right, Kyle. Kyle wants to talk college football. Go.
How we doing, boys?
Average, what's up?
Do you think, 2 quick questions, do you think Ohio State is best set up to beat Georgia if they met up? And this year, it's looking like the Big Ten has better ratings than the SEC. Is that just because the SEC is down this year, or just in Big Ten has more top teams, or do you think that's going to be a thing we're going to see from now on?
Well, I certainly don't think that's the thing we're going to see from now on. I don't know why they have better ratings. I don't think the SEC is down per se. It's probably not as strong as it has been. It might be slightly down. But the Big Ten, to me, is propped up by a couple teams who might not be that good, right? So Michigan State, they might not be that good. Michigan, the only comparison we have for either of those teams really is each other, and they're both in the top 10 right now. Is Michigan State truly a top 10 team? I don't know the answer to that question. But on paper, the Big Ten certainly looks like they're on par with the SEC as far as strength at the top of the conference.
I think SEC a little down, Big Ten a little up. Just a little.
I would agree with the SEC being a little down. I think the Big Ten being a little up might be an optical illusion.
Because I just think, I know, like,
It's
now,
basketball over again.
I don't even think it's, because now, like, I know, like, Penn State's now, they've lost, like, 4 games. Like, I still think they're not, like they beat Auburn.
Right.
Like, I don't think they're, like, they've lost a close game to Ohio State.
They won at
close game to
Wisconsin.
Michigan. Like, they beat Wisconsin. Like, they lost a really tough one to Illinois that they shouldn't have lost.
They would have won Iowa if the
Like
quarterback
Iowa,
didn't get
that's what
hurt.
I'm saying.
They would
Like,
have won that
there's
game
some
if Clifford
teams.
didn't get
There's
hurt.
some teams that are in there that I think there's 4 or 5. Like, and I think Wisconsin now, if Wisconsin was playing like they were how they are now the whole year,
Yeah.
like they'd be a legit playoff contender in my opinion as well.
Yeah, well, that's why we play 12 games, though.
For sure. No, it's true. They took too long to get it together.
Let's go with Mark in Philly. Mark in Philly, what's up, Playboy?
Sup, fellas? I've got some late night Friday college football action. I've got Nevada money line versus Air Force. This is an 8-unit play for me. I'm a huge Carson Strong guy. He's come through for me all year with
8 units.
clutch wins, and it's a big play. It's a big play. Shout out to a former coworker, but not shout out. Close covers, clutch wins. This guy can make every single throw. 4-1 against the spread in the last 4. Nevada's undefeated at home this year. They've got the better team, the better QB. Air Force just can't throw and keep up with Nevada. Ride with the Wolfpack. Shout out to the NWO. On my way out here, I'll pose a question for you guys to have a discussion on. Out of Pickett, Corral, Howell, Willis, and Strong, are you guys in or out on any of those guys already for the draft? Thanks.
All right, Pickett. I just don't know that I've ever even considered him in draft in draft discussion. He's played his way into it though. After several years of just being a mediocre quarterback, he's turned into an elite quarterback. All of a sudden, I got to be honest. I would have to reevaluate him as far as the draft goes. I love Corral's NFL future.
Just like his release and just the way he can move.
I think, he's athletic. He's also got that kind of swagger to him that you kind of need coming into the league. I hate Willis in the league.
Yeah,
I do too.
Willis can't
I
throw.
don't- I
Man,
don't
he
understand
really
the hype.
fell
He
this
can't
year.
throw.
Yeah,
I
he
just
can't throw.
I don't understand where all the hype came from in the first place.
Yeah, I've watched him several times, but I watched him full game against Ole Miss, and he just didn't belong on the field with those other SEC guys.
No.
It looked so weird last year that he got beat out by Bo Nix at Auburn, and Willis transferred to Liberty. And last year it was like, what the hell was Malzahn doing? You know, how could he have let this first-round quarterback go for Nix? But then this year, man, Willis can definitely run, but man, the passing Liberty's offense has regressed a ton.
Carson Strong, I like a lot.
I'm the captain of the strong army.
I mean, he's a big guy, right? He's like 6'4".
He's the best arm talent.
Yeah, he's got
That doesn't
good
always
arm.
translate, but he's the best arm talent.
Got NFL size too.
I'm telling you, and he's been playing on a hobbled knee all year. Like I watched, I think every single Nevada game this year. He's playing in a bum knee, just gutting it out. Like you can even see in the throws, like he doesn't have. Like I just want to see him fully healthy. But I think especially if he gets healthy for the workouts, he's gonna light it up in shorts.
Yeah, I don't know. He said Willis. He said Corral. I said Pickett, and he said Strong. He said somebody else, but I don't remember who it was. So, Howell. I like Howell.
I like Howell too.
Yeah, I think Howell's still a first-round pick, a strong first-round pick.
I said it before the season even started. I knew they were gonna have a down year because he lost all his offensive weapons. I just don't think that hinders you the same way as people just want it. They see it on the field and they're like, oh, like he doesn't look as good as he did last year. We've seen that happen a few times.
Right.
Dan Marino was the first example, but even recently, Josh Allen. That was literally Josh Allen. He looked so much better. His second last year, lost all his weapons, only completed like 50-some% of his passes. Just having a better year, junior year as opposed to your senior year, that doesn't just mean you're going to be like bad in the league. I still like Sam Howell.
Yeah, I love Sam Howell. I think if you look past the team's record, his performance has been fine. He's been good.
Gutsy too. He's been running the ball a ton. He's a thick guy. He's a gamer.
Let's go with Wyatt. Hello, Wyatt. You want to talk college basketball? Go for it.
How's it going, boys?
Good. What's up?
I have a pick tonight that I really like. I don't think so. San Diego State, Arizona State. I don't think that game goes over. Right now it's at 135. I got it at 137.5. if San Diego State can control the pace of play like they usually do, this game's not going to hit 135. And then also, do you guys sit down in the shower ever?
Yes.
The current shower I'm in is so small, there's no doing anything.
Yes. It's very, first of all, hangovers, big time move. Sit down
Really?
in the
You
shower.
sit down in the shower?
Second of all, if you just want to relax and think a little bit,
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same thing as a bath.
Well, I understand. I don't hate the idea. I just I don't
Try
know.
it tonight, Brandon.
Okay, maybe, maybe.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you very much. When I get migraines, occasionally I will crawl into the bathtub and just turn the shower on and let it just hit me and just lay there, and that it's soothing. So it is kind of, if you think the way the shower falls, it is a different. It's a soothing kind of.
It's sitting or laying underneath the waterfall.
Yeah. I don't mind it. I don't do it a lot, but I don't mind
You
it.
can't do it every day.
I don't eat Oreos in the shower.
No, I haven't either. Marty's made me kind of want to try it though.
You're gonna try that?
Do y'all,
He's tickled my interest enough.
do y'all, I know you don't really booze. Are y'all in the shower beer thing? I know a lot of people love drinking beer in the shower.
It's a bit overrated.
When you're
but
pre-gaming, it's a pre-game
yeah,
shower.
in a hurry
it's
to
a
go out.
solid
Okay.
pre-game thing. Yeah.
I have never, even when I was drinking younger, I've never had the urge to drink while getting ready or getting in the shower.
I think actually everything in the shower is pretty overrated except for the shower.
The shower itself, yeah.
Shower sex overrated. Shower beer overrated.
Agree 100% with that.
It's a lot of
Yes.
work.
Yeah.
It really is. It's
But
just,
the shower
Not a
might
lot
be
of room for
it's just not built for sex.
Yeah,
Not a lot of room for maneuvering.
The shower might be underrated when it comes to the end of
I
it.
think the shower is one of the more underrated uses of a shower.
Exactly.
I know what everybody watching, all these dudes that are calling in, wanted to hear our thoughts on sex in the shower. So, Big Ev, me, Smitty, Mintz, we are the. Since Alex Cooper left, we're pretty much the sex experts
Bunch
here.
of shower fuckers.
Yeah, a bunch of shower fuckers.
Hey, she is essentially the Oprah of Spotify now. So
Is she really?
show some respect.
She talks to it actually
I
is
did show
crazy.
respect.
She talks to like literally the most famous people that don't talk to anybody in interviews.
She
gets 'em.
who was the
Emily Ratajkowski.
yeah,
she
but
just did.
who is the person who was on trial in Italy? The woman?
I don't know. There was a woman on trial in Italy.
Oh, come on.
So I feel like Walker and me are going to be pretty rough on the current events around the world.
Amanda Knox.
Amanda Knox. She had Amanda Knox on.
Oh, Amanda Knox.
Thank you.
Cool.
Yeah. See, Mikey's intelligent. We got someone back there.
Well, no, the show just changed. Like everything she does is different, but we'll get back to it.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll get back to that in a minute. It's not about sex anymore? Why do you have two sets of headphones on?
He's screening calls. He's
Oh, I
doing
see.
threat.
I
I
see.
have that
I see.
on every single night on our show.
Who? You do?
Yes.
I don't notice
Someone's
that.
got to screen the calls.
Yeah, he does. Who is this? John. College football. Go, John. Johnny.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Oh, hey.
I also have a little bit of hockey in there.
Love
I
it.
know you guys don't talk about it too much, but don't mind. So the lock is the Florida Panthers are 8-0 at home, 11-0 going into last season, minus 1.5 against the Devils tonight at home, or money line. Either one, both are going to hit.
My friend,
Also-
you listen and you listen well. Panthers score first and win. Panthers minus 1.5. Devils team total under 2.5.
If you want to go crazy, maybe do Ekblad, player just to get one goal. Love that pick tonight.
TJ added to my card.
Also, why is SMU only plus 11.5?
SMU against Cincinnati only plus 11.5 because SMU has one of the best quarterbacks in the country and they can score. And Cincinnati hasn't exactly been covering these spreads at all, and they haven't really been drilling these teams. So if they're up against an SMU who's got this quarterback and they can score Mordecai, if they can score like 11.5 seems like a reasonable number to me.
No, I think so too. It's
I
almost
feel like it would be too easy for SMU.
That's actually what I was about to say. It's almost starting to feel people are getting so down on Cincinnati.
Right.
This is probably a game I won't play. Honestly, I'm not crazy about either side, but it makes me think because I think when my knee jerk is immediately SMU plus 11's easy.
Yeah.
Then I take a step back and I'm like, is it?
Oh, I would play Cincinnati if I played this. I think they desperately need a statement, and maybe playing a better team is what's going to wake them up
Get
out of
them
their
up,
slumber.
yeah.
Maybe that's what's going to get them going because it's now the stretch run, and everything they got left is difficult.
SMU's got a lot of weapons. They got a lot of
SMU's a good
receivers.
team, a really good team. They're going to play 3 good teams. Like at ECU next week That's the scariest game they got left. And then they got the championship game, which I guess will be against Houston.
Yep.
So there's nothing easy left for them. And Houston, one of the most underrated teams in the country. The fact that they're 24 and UTSA is, I believe, 20, Houston would beat the shit out of UTSA.
You think so?
Yes. UTSA beat Southern Miss. Had to come from behind to beat Southern Miss last week. Southern Miss is 1-9.
Southern Miss was playing a running back at quarterback starting in that game. They're out of quarterback.
Speaking of, since I wrote it down today, one of my favorite picks this week might be UAB to beat UTSA. UAB 7-3. They're strong. They're tough.
Play good defense.
UTSA is
Bill Clark is the most underrated coach in college football.
I would have people
is.
look at I think they're +4 right now, so it's not a great value on the money line, but UAB to beat UTSA is something to monitor going into this this weekend. 646-291-2437. 888-STOOL-22 is the numbers to call. I don't know why we have two. Ben Mintz has an ad in his hand, so he desperately wants to read.
Yes, well, I mean, it's been the theme of the week. Barstool bites everywhere. You can see in place of Marty Mush, we've got the Mush cheese curds sitting in his seat today. I'll try to keep my voice not from inflecting too much. But Barstool Bites is here. We have joined forces with two leading-edge industry icons and have partnered to launch Barstool Bites, a delivery and pickup-only restaurant available now in select cities nationwide. Barstool Bites will bring a specially crafted menu inspired and named after Barstool Sports' unique personalities. Thanks to acclaimed chef Eric Greenspan, you can look forward to an amazing assortment of dishes ranging from game-day favorites, must-have munchies, and anything in between, all named after Barstool personalities, including Dana Beer's Buff Chick Dip, KFC Skinny Fat Wing Collection, Glenny Ball's Long Island Sliders, and Smitty's Biggie, which I actually think is really, really good.
Biggie by Smith.
Don't say actually.
No, I mean,
It's all really
it is.
good.
Well, it's all super good, but I mean, I really like the Philly.
Thank you.
Head to barstoolbites.com or download the Barstool Bites app and check delivery or pickup options near you and get $3 off orders of $15 or more with code Barstool. Exclusively on the Barstool Bites app or barstoolbites.com.
Why'd you get the Philly? Why didn't Fran get it? Why didn't Roan get it?
Professional over here.
You begged, huh?
Can we get something like Southern and fried, Brandon, on there? I feel like we could. There could be something
I don't
Southern.
know if that's going to travel very
Some
well.
fried crawfish.
Or fried shrimp, maybe. I
Those
don't
are
know.
pretty good. Fried catfish would be.
Fried cat, yeah.
Fried gator.
No, we don't eat fried gator.
They have fried pickles already. Somebody has fried pickles already.
Oh yeah, that's Fran. Fran has the frickles,
The frickles. Okay.
which I hate calling it frickles. It's fried pickles.
Put some gator in gumbo.
Gator and gumbo's pretty good.
I actually heard that's pretty good.
It's not bad.
We need Megan to bring a batch of gumbo next time she comes up.
So I've never
Maybe
had
like
it.
spicy fried chicken.
You've never
maybe?
had gumbo?
No.
Oh man.
There's got to be a Cajun spot in town.
Gumbo Brothers. in
Yeah,
Brooklyn's
but
really
I
good.
mean, if you're gonna get gumbo, you need to get gumbo. not just New
I've
York
waited this
water.
long already.
Gumbo
But
Brothers in Brooklyn. Large and me went. The Louisiana guys moved up here, and they're LSU guys that run it. It's really good.
That was good.
Yeah.
One of my favorite foods is like well done jambalaya.
You like when it's
Can't-
crispy? The rice is a little crisper. You like the?
No,
I
I
meant
means
like-
executed well, not cooked.
Okay.
I think he just means it's cooked very well.
Okay.
Yeah, because in the north you can get some bad jambalaya, get some bad batches.
No,
Very good jambalaya.
but I think if you got the best jambalaya in the world, and the best gumbo in the world, just throw the jambalaya in the trash because the best gumbo in the world.
Or you put the gumbo on the jambalaya.
Well, now you're getting crazy.
I don't think so.
Now you're getting fucking crazy.
Don't think so.
Man, they're making me miss Louisiana.
All right.
All sounds good.
Quinn wants to talk Texas Tech. Go ahead, Quinn.
What's up, guys? How y'all doing?
Great. What's up?
So I'm looking at Texas Tech plus 10.5 this weekend. Joey McGuire hire's got this fan base completely fired up.
Right.
Jones, night game, hostile environment. Donovan Smith is a complete game changer at quarterback over Henry Colombi. I know Oklahoma State's defense is really good, but their man on the outside, I think Texas Tech's weapons might be able to take advantage of it. And also, the fearless champion, the Texas Tech mascot, is taking its final ride this weekend against Oklahoma State. This horse has served as the mass rider for the past 10 years. Texas Tech plus 10.5, lock it in.
Something you didn't mention at all is maybe a bigger factor. Big Ev's getting ready to go ahead and take this. He loves this. I'll give you one more. Just a gigantic look-ahead spot.
Well, that's
for
what I was
Oklahoma
going to
State.
say. Big time letdown spot. Look at that
Yeah,
spot.
let down and look ahead and everything. I mean, like they got Oklahoma. They got their whole season next week. You're going into a place that fired their coach earlier this year. They've had quarterback issues. 10.5 is a lot on the road against anybody, and he's right. This Joey McGuire hire has absolutely revitalized that program from the inside out. It's been really crazy to watch. I kind of like Texas Tech
Also,
plus
10
10.5.
10.5 seems short, too.
And 10.5 against a team that, like Oklahoma State, which they blew TCU out, which was abnormal for them because they're usually going to choke you out defensively, and they're not going to score very many. I mean, they could win this game. They can win this game 21-13, no problem.
No, the fact that it's 10.5 makes me like Texas Tech even more because I thought if you just asked me off the rip, I would think it would be like 13 plus.
I want to ask, so the Joey McGuire hire, taking a Baylor assistant in the middle of the season and making him the Texas Tech coach, that's unprecedented, right? Have y'all ever seen that?
Yeah, I don't know that I've ever seen it, but it might change the way these coaches, these schools do hires because Texas Tech didn't wait for the buffet line. They didn't wait to get in line with these other teams that are hiring coaches. They identify what they want. They want a Texas guy. This guy coached Texas high school football at a high level for 15 years before he got the Baylor job. He helped Matt Rule build that team. They identified they wanted a Texas guy, so they hired him. They didn't wait till December. They hired him in the 1st of November, and he is just recruiting. He is getting out there and building right now before everybody else hires a coach. It's a very interesting way to go about it. All right.
Saving that signing class, you're right, Brandon. That's the big thing. The coaching transition usually kills the signing class.
Hallelujah. Praise Jesus.
Church. Welcome to the show,
Brandon.
Church.
Brandon.
Yes.
I was a little hard on your shoes yesterday. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm fine with it. What's up?
That doesn't change the fact that the squeeze out has started, and somebody in that room is with me, and they're helping me work on it. So you better be ready.
Well, looking at these fucking idiots in this room, I think I'll be okay.
Hey, they're not fucking idiots. You need to learn to talk to people, Brendan.
Yeah, that's right, Brendan.
That's what's got you in this situation right now, Brendan.
Okay, well, I'm looking at Smitty, and he would look at you dead in the eye and say that he is, in fact, an idiot.
Well, first of all, I'm not the one helping him out. I think you're discounting two very intelligent folks right there behind us.
First of all, TJ is ride or die B-Walk. And
he is.
And so is Mikey. I mean, Mikey is the biggest B-Walk guy here.
Okay.
That's what you think, Brendan. That's what you think.
Tell him, Church.
So how are you going to squeeze me out?
Big F, tell him. There's people there. There's people there that I've got. I'm all the way in Tennessee, and I've got way more people that like me than you, Brendan.
Okay.
You scream at people. You push people. You wear girl shoes. Sorry, I already apologized for that. I'm sorry. But it's ridiculous, Brendan, the way that you talk to people. And I really think you have it out for Jersey Jerry, and the Army's not letting it go, Brendan.
You are a grown man.
Listen,
I am a grown man, Brendan.
Church has had enough of your bullshit, Brendan. He's had enough of
I've had more than enough of his bullshit.
And you get that Tennessee militia in there with
bullshit.
Yeah,
See, he meant it. That was from his balls.
It's fucking hillbilly.
That was from his balls.
exercise the amendment rights, get the militia together in Tennessee, get Big T in there. Mm-hmm.
Whoa. How did a redneck from Tennessee get in the Jersey Jerry Army?
You're calling me a redneck?
Yeah.
Where are you from, Brendan?
I'm from West Point, Mississippi. I'm asking you how a redneck from Tennessee got in the Jersey Jerry Army. It's Jersey Jerry.
It doesn't matter what part of the world you're from. It's about being blue collar, Brendan. And that's something, obviously, that you're not.
Checks out.
Blue recognize blue.
You guys like this guy?
I love him.
This guy kind of sucks.
I love everything about him.
And I love Big Ev. Big Ev is awesome.
I love
Everybody in
Church.
that room's awesome. Smitty is brilliant. He came up.
Okay, now I know you're full of shit. Now I know you're full of shit. Now I know you're just full of fucking shit. All right, you could have said any fucking thing. You said brilliant.
Rico, I love him, but he hates Penn State. And remember, Big Ev, I'm a Penn State fan.
That's right. I do remember.
Are you Penn State fan?
The fellow with skinny jeans and girl shoes. I'm sorry, I already apologize for your shoes. Skinny, whatever you're wearing. You wear, Brendan. You can't talk about anybody. No one.
Okay, I haven't been. I'm just responding to you. I'm enjoying this.
No, you just talk to people. You talk to people like garbage, Brendan.
Who do I talk to like garbage? Shut up, Smitty.
You yelled at a caller yesterday for no reason.
No reason.
Who?
Oh, I remember. And then you hung up on me because I was wanting to talk about the Jersey Jerry Army.
Well, talk about them.
That's not how you do the stoolies.
Fine. Talk about the Jersey Jerry Army. Go ahead.
No. You get no details on the meeting anymore, Brendan. The squeeze out started. You had your chance yesterday.
I want this to get
bring up
interesting.
a rebuttal and apologize.
Church, I tried to let this get interesting. You're just not giving me much.
Hey, you laugh at him calling me brilliant, but I did beat you in Jeopardy.
Shut up. All right,
It's a level of intelligence.
You got anything else?
I'll call back tomorrow.
I'm sure you will. All right.
God, I love
Brandon,
that
do,
guy.
Brandon, do you have more disdain for the Jerry Army or the Rico Riders? Or
I don't
is
have
it-
disdain for any of them. It's
Okay.
just an odd thing that again, I just think Jerry is naturally funny. Everything he does is funny. He's too talented for these fucking gimmicks. I don't know why he's doing this this gimmick with these
But
grown.
Jersey Jerry's Army is different. His is a well-oiled machine.
There are
he has structure.
There are
to his
grown
army.
men that create fake internet accounts, call themselves Ryder.
But I'm saying, Jersey Jerry. I don't want to give away all the secrets. Jersey Jerry, he's got things going on.
It's organized.
I like.
He could.
He's a union man. He
I
knows,
like-
he knows how to get people together.
I like Jerry. I just don't know that he needs the gimmick. That's all.
I don't think it is.
I don't think it's a gimmick. This is an army that's been created before he was at Barstool.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go with.
If you have a call to arms and you need to, assemble and march in on these offices, he will.
You helping? You the guy in the room?
No, I promise. I swear to God. I would say Church is my guy.
You the guy in
If
the
he
room?
asked, I would do it.
Absolutely not.
Hallelujah.
I hope it's you. That would be the easiest.
I love Church.
That would be the easiest possible option.
Well, I am. Dave said that one of the Kraken Aces guys is the mole, so might as well be.
Johnny wants to talk about restaurants. Go ahead, John.
Brandon,
Yes.
John from Jersey, big fan.
Thank you.
I'm going down to the Mississippi State game tomorrow. And what are 2 restaurants you recommend? And what should I do Saturday morning at the Junction? I know it's a little early for the tailgate. You got any recommendations?
I don't know about this. Who are they playing?
Tennessee State or Tennessee Tech?
Why are you go?
Why am I going?
Yeah,
It's a long story. I got a family member who is a freshman down there.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen the movie with Joe Pesci, but don't worry about that.
That's in Alabama. My cousin Vinny's in Alabama.
Excuse me, I'm going to Tuscaloosa first. There's no direct flight.
There's no direct flight to Tuscaloosa.
Well, I'm going to Tuscaloosa first.
I don't know, but
Is Rosie Baby good?
no, Rosie Baby's awful. Do not go to Rosie
It's a
Baby.
serious question over
Yeah,
here.
no. Yeah, you're right. You're right. That now I recognize. That's a serious question. Okay, Rosie Baby's not good. Don't go to Rosie Baby. Go to Two Brothers. Get the smoked wings. Tell them Brandon Walker sent you. Get the smoked wings. Get you maybe some pork belly, grilled cheese, something like that. Go to Restaurant Tyler. Get you some barbecue okra. But Two Brothers is the best game day restaurant.
And what should I do at the Junction? Where do I go? Italian guy from
Well,
New Jersey.
the Junction, you just go to the Junction. There's going to be a lot of tents, a lot of tailgates. You just I don't know, let people hear that you talk, and they're going to welcome you in. They're going to give you food, and you'll be fine. It's the most welcoming atmosphere. It's the People's University.
No, I agree with you. Hail State, of course.
Hail State. Thank you very much.
Joe Pesci and Frankie Valli fucked in 1986, and this was the result. What a guy.
All right, Ken. Ken wants to talk to Ben Mintz, I think. Go ahead, Ken.
What's up, fellas? We got Ole Miss tonight. -3.5 versus Marquette playing in Charleston, South Carolina. ESPN 2, 7 o'clock Eastern.
Why do you like Ole
Lock
Miss?
it in as lock of the night.
Why do you like Ole
It's gonna
Miss?
be a blowout. Marquette's coming off a win versus an overrated Illinois team that played terrible, and they barely won the game. Marquette's going to get killed in this game.
All right.
Ole Miss is more experienced.
Thank you very much.
I like your faith, but Ole Miss. The only thing I'm concerned, Ole Miss hadn't played anybody yet. This is their first game against.
So I watched the entire Illinois Marquette game, and I actually agree with them. Illinois in that second half played some of the sloppiest, horrendous basketball I've ever seen in my life, and Marquette squeaked out that win. I actually like the play.
Brock, hold on, Smitty. Hold on, Smitty.
Gotcha.
Brock, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm a fellow college student, and probably what I'm majoring in is like reading people's energy. And everybody's chilling up there but you. you have the shittiest energy today. Being an Ole Miss fan
is probably fucking hell on you.
Love being an Ole Miss fan. What's wrong with that? We're having a great
You're all
time.
douchebags. You're fucking cunts.
He's in college. He knows everything.
Yeah, he's at Ole Miss. He's not in college. What's he going to do? Color outside the fucking lines today? Brock, keep going.
I said I major in basically reading people vibes.
What do you major in at Ole Miss?
Oh no, I was making fun of you for being an Ole Miss fan.
Oh, he called you an Ole Miss fan, and you.
Well, that's not even funny.
What do you mean?
I think he really is confused. I think he's really confused.
Yeah, I think this guy's just dumb.
He's calling you racist.
No, at first, I thought he was saying Brandon's energy was trash. Then I thought he was saying Mincy's energy was trash.
I don't think he's very smart.
Now I'm confused.
Brock, are you kind of an idiot?
Nah. 3.5 GPA.
That doesn't mean a goddamn thing. That doesn't mean shit. I wish, Mikey, I lost my connection to the phones. I can't even hang up on Brock. So please hang up on his dumb ass.
That was very confusing.
3.5, not bad.
Do you think he was trolling there, or was he just really that confused?
I think he thought he was clever, and he worked himself into a shoot, brother.
Yeah, I just got confused because I thought, like I said, I thought he was talking about you. And then he said Ole Miss, so I thought he was saying Mincy's energy was shitty. So now I don't know what's going on.
I feel like I'm in good spirits today. I don't think
I think we're all in good spirits.
Quick Ohio State basketball question.
Yes, please.
Why only plus 2.5 at Xavier? Xavier always seems like they play tough.
Yeah, we've played some weird, we played 3 MAC schools, or not 3, 2 MAC schools in Niagara. We almost lost to Akron in the first game.
Or excuse me, minus 2.5.
Yeah. But also I think Xavier's pretty good. Where I think we're kind of like a back half of the top 25 team, and they're probably in that next. Xavier's probably in that next 20-ish. So 2.5 on the road, I don't think is I don't think it's like a trap line. I think it's pretty we're probably a little bit better.
Every basketball game I've seen Xavier play, they just win.
Yeah, they're one of those teams to me too.
I bet against them the other day against Kent State. Kent State was catching, I think, 10 or 11, and it was a travesty they didn't cover.
Xavier is a basketball name that just always scares me.
Yeah.
They always
making the Sweet 16.
Butler and Xavier are 2 teams I just do not want to bet against.
They always play good in the tournament.
I still don't want to bet against Northern Iowa for what happened 12 years ago. All right, picks. Big Ev, I will let you go first. I keep doing that. Smitty, I will let you go first because you are leading.
It's getting close.
Can we see the standings? Because actually, this is interesting. All right, one of the best months in this show's ever had. 5 people are in plus units.
It's fantastic.
And of course,
Hey man, I don't see a 40 by my Basan, so we've improved.
I will tease. We were looking at year-to-date records yesterday,
right?
Because we are going to do a Gambler of the Year push in December.
Yeah,
there are some shocking numbers.
There's a number. Yeah, we'll have those numbers tomorrow.
We'll have them after Thanksgiving.
After Thanksgiving. We're not ready. Okay,
we'll start it for December.
I can see mine not being as good. I remember last January.
I think you started bad.
I had January was really bad. College basketball ate me alive last year.
Smitty.
Kraken did not come through for me last night. But we're going to rebound with the Florida Panthers today, and the Ice God comes through again. Also, St. Bonaventure day game minus 4.5. Got a nice little parlay in there as well. TJ, I texted you, add Sinner tennis plus 1.5 sets. I believe that's at 3. 3 p.m. And
Big F.
Let's get back on the ice.
All right, little 2. I believe it's a 2 or 2:30 start. I think 2. I got Boise State plus 5 at the Bonnies. I think that's a rat line.
Yeah, that game's in Charleston.
I think Boise State. All right, so even better neutral. I think Boise State's actually not bad.
Oh, we're going head-to-head in the office then.
I guess so.
Okay.
I'm taking Ohio State minus 2.5. They played really good against Bowling Green last week or the other day. I think they found it. I'm taking the over in the college football game. I might give you a side later on. I'm gonna dig a little deeper, but I like the over. And I'm taking the Patriots minus 7. It might be square. I'm drinking the Patriots Kool-Aid. I like this.
Is there any chance Duke wins that game? Any?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Okay.
It's 20.5.
I think they're pretty much checked into the garage. Gotcha. All the college basketball games in the world, and throw up my card, the exact same 2 plays as Big F. Boise State plus 4.5 and Ohio State minus 3. All the basketball games that we can choose from, bam, right there.
I might add some more college basketball.
Yeah, you know what? I'm adding it right here, right now. Xavier plus 3.
All right.
Give it to me,
I
TJ.
also have the Wolves minus 2.5 and then the Jazz minus 9.5. And I'm going with the Falcons. I'm going with the Falcons tonight. Just I don't recommend you take my pick on the NFL ever. I just feel like the pendulum swings towards Atlanta tonight, and it's a 3-point game. Go ahead, Ben Mintz.
I've got Atlanta. It went to 7, actually. I took Atlanta. I took Duke plus 20.5, just taking the home dogs tonight. I've got Clemson by 4, Wizards plus 6.5. Weird line. Southern Utah only getting 3 at Cal. Just something odd about that. So I'm taking Southern Utah because it looks ratty. And I got Andy Kennedy and the Fighting Blazers by 2.5.
I think Cal, far and away, one of the worst teams in the Pac-12, right?
They got to be if they're only laying 3 to Southern Utah.
Why is Stephen Shea dressed like that today?
What a belt.
What a belt. He's walking with some confidence,
He's
too.
got the Stephen Shea strut.
I don't like Stephen Shea
That's a
strut
wild
through his
fit.
office.
The more I'm looking at it, the more wild.
It's a wild fit.
He's got like a plaid button down with that.
The dad
with
tuck.
like a red.
And he's got the dad tuck, yeah.
He's got black jeans and some red in his belt, and then he's just got like some SBs on.
I want to make fun of how he looks. Guess we have a whole hour coming up. We can do that. All right, and my girl shoes. These aren't girls. These are nice. These are Blazers. It's good shoes.
I'm a big baby blue guy. I like baby blue.
They're Nikes.
There's Megan's picks.
Small cardigan today.
Yeah, what's
She's
that?
doing really
She's
good.
doing really well, though.
Positive units every day.
I'm not hating. She's doing well.
That's
Good for her.
13 plays right there. New Mexico State, Weber State, Ball
got Ole
State,
Miss.
I think New Mexico State's actually going right now.
Morgan State. She likes a lot of states that aren't states. Weber, Morgan. Just trying to get to. Oh, by the way, if you like wrestling, I interviewed WWE champion Big E yesterday. So go to Wrestling's YouTube, Barstool Wrestling, and check it out. Me and Expressions, and it was something.
Is he a Expressions wrestling guy too?
Gigantic wrestling.
Okay.
Guy. Potentially a bigger wrestling guy than me. He is. He bleeds it. He's deep into it. So, yeah, he and I talked to WWE champion Big E. So go check that out. Otherwise, there's the music to save me from rambling into oblivion. That was fun, boys. We'll have football Friday tomorrow. I might be late. I have an appointment to get my brakes checked. Hopefully church hasn't gotten to him. We'll be, that guy. He's squeezing me out.
Squeeze out has already begun.
Who gets their brakes checked nowadays?
Well, I know that something's wrong with them. They're not getting checked. They're getting fixed.
Gotcha.
Yak's up next.
That's